Okay, open up FLL. We're on lesson 82. So pause me if you need to. We're going to be reviewing some rules and some proofreader's marks. So let's define a noun. A noun is the name of a person, place, thing, or idea. Okay. Person, place, thing, or idea. Nouns can either be common or proper. Or proper. So a common noun is common to many persons, places, things. But a proper noun is always a special proper name for a person, place, or thing. So proper nouns always begin with a capital letter. Capital letter. So the word student is a common noun, but Phoebe is a proper noun because it's proper, special for one student. Okay, I think you get that. So that's our first capitalization rule that we've learned. You capitalize the proper names of persons, places, things, and animals. Persons, places, things, and animals. Holidays are also proper nouns. So repeat the next rule after me. Capitalize holidays. Say it again. Capitalize holidays. It's important. So the next holiday, oh gosh, what's our next holiday? Probably Memorial Day? Yeah. It's not really like super exciting holiday, but so you would capitalize Memorial Day and day, Memorial Day, because that's the name of the holiday. So in exercise 1 of your workbook, write with capital letters Memorial Day. Memorial Day. What an exciting holiday to write down. I guess July 4th would probably be the next one, which would be Independence Day. Okay, we also capitalize the name of deities. Deities are the names of gods. So let's look at exercise 2 of your workbook and circle the name of the deity. This sentence is from a speech by Patrick Henry. It is only in this way that we can hope to arrive at truth and fulfill the great responsibility which we hold to God and country. The deity, of course, is God. So circle God. That's our third capitalization rule. We capitalize the names of deities. Okay. The fourth capitalization rule, we capitalize, I think we had a cool thing. Capitalize the days of the week, the months of the year, but not the seasons. The days of the week, month of the year, but not the seasons. So, in exercise 3, I want you to write so the first line you're going to write what season your birthday is in. The second line, you'll write the month. And then the third line, you'll write the day of the week. If you don't know the day of the week, just make it up. Just write any day of the week. It doesn't really matter. So, first line, season, second line, month, and third line, day of the week. And remember, you capitalize the days of the week, the months of the year, but not the seasons. So pause me, do exercise 3. Exercise 4. This is our next capitalization rule. the first, the last, and all important words of titles of books, magazines, newspapers are capitalized. First, last, and all important words in the titles of books, magazines, movies, anything, you capitalize. So in exercise 4, there's a list of unimportant words that if it's in a title, you don't have to capitalize. So here's some unimportant words. Look along with me in exercise 4. Articles, which are a, an, and the, or the, and conjunctions, and, but, and or. And then prepositions that are 4 letters or less. So at, by, for, from, in, and to, like, near, of, off, on, over, past, to, up, upon, and with. That's a lot to memorize, but just know prepositions that are 4 letters or less, you do not need to capitalize in the title of a book, magazine, newspaper, what have you. So exercise 5. None of the words in these titles are capitalized. So we need to rewrite them using the correct capitalization. And remember, for titles of books, magazines, and newspapers, you underline the title. So you need to write the title with correct capitalization, and then you need to underline it. So go ahead and do that for exercise 5. And then you can pause me, we'll meet back and continue on. Okay. Exercise 6 is pretty similar, but this is talking specifically about the titles of stories, poems, and songs. The same thing applies. You have to capitalize the first, the last, and all important words. The only difference is when you write it out, you won't underline it, you'll put it in quotation marks. So go ahead and do exercise 6, correctly capitalizing the title, and then putting it in quotation marks. And you can pause me and do that. So now we've reached the 5th capitalization rule. That's the one where we capitalize the first, the last, and all important words, the titles of anything. Okay. Our next rule. One of the personal pronouns is always capitalized, no matter where it is in the sentence. It is I. I is always capitalized. Okay, so capitalize the word I. Now, earlier in this lesson, you capitalized the title of a poem called Song of Marion's Men. We're going to now read some of it. Just so you know, Francis Marion was a general in the Revolutionary War. His men were too few in number to meet the British in open battle, so they would creep out of the woods and swamps and attack a small number of British troops. Then Marion's men would retreat back into the forest. They helped to drive the British General Cornwallis north into Virginia, where he surrendered at Yorktown. Here, here, drive those Brits away. Okay, so we're gonna, this doesn't have the poem in my book. I guess it hasn't in yours. Anyway, the 7th capitalization rule is that we capitalize the first word in every line of traditional poetry. You capitalize the first word of every line of traditional poetry. Oh, no, here's the poem. Whoops. So, I want you to reread the poem to yourself and circle the capital letter in the first word in every line of the poem. So go line by line and circle the capital letter at the beginning of the line. You can pause me to do that now. Okay, and now the last capitalization rule. We capitalize, already knew, but it's our last rule we're covering. You capitalize the first word in every sentence. So let's look at exercise 8. You're going to see a portion of the speech that Patrick Henry delivered at the Virginia Convention on March 23, 1775. We're going to read aloud these sentences from Henry's speech, and I want you to circle, as I read slowly, I want you to circle the capital letter that's at the beginning of every sentence. Okay. So, I'm going to begin, you circle. Is life so dear, or peace so sweet, as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery? Forbid it, Almighty God. I know not what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty or give me death. Circle the first letter of every sentence. It is capitalized. Now, let's look at exercise 9. Here are your capitalization rules written out, all 9 of them. We skipped over reviewing one today, but that's okay, I guess. Then, after you see all your capitalization rules, you're going to read the paragraph after the rules. You will need to, here, I'm going to write this out. Underline each capital letter and write above it which number rule goes with it. Okay, so let me hold this up. You can pause right here and read that and look at it so you know what's expected of you. Underline each capital letter, right above it which number rule goes with it. So, this is quite the task. We're about to run out of time too. So I'm going to let you pause me and do that on your own. Do the best that you can. I trust you can do it. And then unpause me and we'll look at the proofreader's marks. Okay, proofreading, proofreader's marks. So, in exercise 10, you have all the proofreader's marks that we've learned listed out. Lowercase, capitalization, everything. So, in exercise 10, what you're going to do is you're going to read the paragraph and you're going to correct it. So, let me give you a few hints. I'll write these down. I don't have a whole lot of time just to help you out. In line 1, you're going to capitalize 2 words, insert an apostrophe, and a question mark. I'm not going to have time to write all this out. You can rewind this if you need to. In line 2, you are going to need to lowercase something and add a period. In line 3, you will need to capitalize, add quotation marks, and add a comma. In line 4, you will need to add a period, quotation marks, and a semicolon. And then line 5, you have nothing. So that's your hints. Do the best you can.